I am standing on Washington Street in Hoboken, New Jersey, which is right across the river from Manhattan. Hoboken, New Jersey is a lively little town. It has a great atmosphere. The scale is actually bigger than Pasadena. Washington Street is actually similar to Colorado Boulevard. As you can see here, it is the main thoroughfare in Hoboken. The sidewalks are extremely wide and is conducive to pedestrian activity, as you can see here. I wanted to bring an example up that has brought up a lot of controversy in Pasadena, in the Playhouse District, regarding the IDS Playhouse Plaza. The issue in question is the de-emphasized status of El Molino and how building a 5-story building on the corner would somehow affect the community in a negative way in terms of traffic and increased congestion. I wanted to point out this intersection here, which sort of contradicts the critics of the proposed IDS project. As you can see here, Washington Street is the main thoroughfare, akin to Colorado Boulevard. I'm also on the intersection where 2nd Street intersects Washington. If I take a look down this street, which is very, very similar in scale to El Molino in the sense that the street is more narrow. It's only down to one lane here, as you can see, cars driving by. However, if you look down the street, the scale is a lot bigger than anything you would find in Pasadena. This building back here is, I counted 13 floors. And there are a few other buildings in the foreground that are 3 to 4 stories tall. But as you can see, traffic is neither worse or better than usual. It just seems to be at normal capacity here in Hoboken. Doesn't seem to have any adverse effect, this 13-story building back here, which looks like a hotel of some sort or residential apartment building. So this calls into question what many people are confused about in terms of buildings and what they can possibly do to an area. As you can see here, the corner building is 5 stories. If you look down the street, it's a little hard to see because of the sun, but there's a lot of 3 to 4 story buildings that go all the way down the entirety of Washington. And if I look down this way on Washington, I see more buildings in the 3 to 4 story range. Hoboken seems to be a vibrant town, obviously lower in energy level than Manhattan, which is to be expected, but it's a vibrant place. I don't think anybody would call this congested or too much. So this is food for thought for one of those that might be confused about how a 5-story building in Pasadena could affect the area as much as they think it will. Thanks for tuning in.